every step he has made, for whether it is a Phoenix player or whatever, or just to do the right thing, we have never let him down. Never, ever, ever. Whisper, perform. Whisper, suppose the man supposed to proud of you. He perform. Him don't look like a 17-year-old playing with big man. He look like a big man.
All right. Hey, Butler.
So just imagine. Hold on. Say Leon and Whisper has been trained the same way. Say them understand one another without even having to play together. And the same way them build, the same training, the same movement, the same running, everything is the same way. Or the same man build them. And one man build them from 12-year-old, them two of them they are feeding from them little. So them don't even have to look for one of them, know the run them. Them know the pass them for make.
Me like when you're happy, you know. I love to see when you're happy, Bridging. So, you see all of the things when you tell me what come true, say, him going at the Gold Cup squad, that and that. I just hope my rank pan that one here. Boy, it's like when you're so excited and dry, full of joy. Say the team I do well. I someone come when we play against the United States. I'm full of joy, I'm full of passion. Yeah, your passion you are tonight, and how happy you are.
All right. Suppose we tell you, say. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Suppose I tell you that we're going to beat the US.
You think so?
Predict it tonight. Yeah, I'm not tell you the score, but we're going to beat the US. And the US, they're not going to know what to do. You know who named Leon Bailey Youth? I just saw him alone I carry the fire, you know.
Hey.
I'm alone I carry the torch, you know.
But, yo, make sure no unicorn meet you come sell me, because you say you come and cheer me up, brother, tonight. Make sure say them thing I come to you, brother.
I sell unicorn meat, baller. I don't sell unicorn meat.
People, man, convince me, people. I don't lie, convince me, but what I mean, I know about that. I think, I don't know. You see that Mexico perform there, you see if Jamaica can play to that level there.
Ryan.
Team dead.
Ryan, you know the Phoenix man them? You know the Phoenix man them say? You see, if coach tell you say XRZ, you better back up, you know. Because coach have a goat mouth. Yeah? The other day we go country, I will tell them say lock the window. Because mosquito come in and give one on a dengue. You know, say by the next morning in case you have dengue. Next morning you have to carry to hospital at Port Antonio.
Boy, Craig.
You have to believe, brother. Believe. The whole country needs, listen, you see energy? A man just pointed out. You see energy? You have to believe in the youth, them, brother. You have to believe in them. You have to feel it. The man them can fill up the stadium of the US. Go fill it up and support them. I make them feel it. So you believe in them. Hey, me I tell you something. Me raise Leon Bailey. You see that energy? You see once him have that energy there, brother, a vibes him work off, you know? Once you give him the energy, he can work wonders. I mean, I tell you, if it's anything Dujon Richards is, he's a competitor. You see the fact say him have all 5 man who better invite them people and say more advanced than him and Ray. Because you can't say them better than, but you can say them more advanced than him.
He want to prove.
He gonna prove it. He gonna show say belong out there. That size 13 boot, they gonna slap some balls, brother. I tell you, when you look really at the midfield, we just have some man, whether it be Russell or and so just put somebody. If I was him, I'd have put Jonathan and Russell in the whole in midfield, right? And put Bobby Reid and Daniel Johnson. Make Daniel Johnson burn little and tired and come off. Put Bobby Reid at attacking midfield and make him tread the needle to the man up front, brother.
So, all right. So I'm help you out. So give me a best delivery for start against the US. Give me a best delivery. So I can help you out. So Amari Bella left back.
Me.
All right, go and pick a team. Pick a team.
Well, of course, Damian Lowe have to start. Yeah. Ethan not there. And Taxi, I don't know how Taxi stay. So Amari Bell would have start on the left back.
Yeah.
He'd have
right back. Dexter played at the Mexico game.
Dexter could have got the right back. Yeah. I have Damian, right?
Yeah.
You might want to take Russell and put Russell in the center position with thing there. But coach now gonna do that, you know. Coach I can play Mariapa. I believe in him.
You know think it's slow, Craig? What you feel? You think the coach I gonna play him, but you think?
Alright, listen to what I think. When you have a central defender that may not be very fast, what you do is you don't play deep, you play high. And then you make the goalkeeper play like a sweeper keeper. So you mark bad man-to-man tight in the back, right? So you force them to kick the ball over for him run it down. And when you do that, you just have Blakey around there. And Blakey, just make Blakey knows say a sweeper keeper, a sweeper keeper. Anything go over, I aim that. See? And then I would have look at in the midfield, I would have play Bobby Reed in the midfield, right? I'd have play Leon at attacking midfield, right behind Michael Antonio. Yeah. I'd have look to bring in Demarai Gray. I wouldn't start him. Yeah.
You would start him?
No. I'd have bring him in. No, I'm not start him because I can start him, but the thing is I don't know the synergy. But you have Leon up front, Mikhail, Demarai, me that play with Spine.
No, man. No, that is too much attacking, brother. We are going whisper. Come on, bro. Stop it fooling this, Craig, man.
So hold on there. Hold on.
True, brother.
Hold on. So let me ask you a question. And this is a question I've always asked people. Here's the question. You ready? All right. Listen up. How has One Love Wins been working for us? Answer the question.
Craig.
Over the last 5 years, answer the question now. Just work with me a second. Follow me through. How has One Love Wins been working for Jamaica over the last 5 years? Has it worked out well for us?
No.
Now we get our asses started turn us on a platter. 2-1, 3-1, 2-love, because we are playing defensively. I would prefer to win 4-1, 5-2, 6-3. I would run that risk of having a 1 goal or score against me and score back 4. You understand? I would run that risk until we're in a position where we settle. Right? A better you have Damian Lowe, offensive-minded defender. He will pick the pass. Maria have sense. Right? Amari Bell, good. Dexter, good. So you have your back 4 there, so. Right? If you want to drop in Jonathan Russell, in the holding midfield, Bobby Reed, Zane, and a Leon Bailey, right? And then you have a Shamar Nicholson and
Whisper for the bench.
No, a Shamar Nicholson and Michael Antonio up front. Yeah.
So yeah, switch your formation again.
I would my formation that I would have played now is a 3-4-3 now. But coach now take a risk there. You might play 4. So if you play 4, what you have to do is you have to play 4 plus 4 and give one man free roam, like you give Bailey the free roam. So Leon can go up on the right, can go up on the left, he can come behind the center for them. And he run the play them through him. And Bobby Reed.
All right, let me tell you.
And then you put them right on one wing, right? I don't. One thing Whisper has shown that he's not intimidated by no level ball. Whisper not intimidated by play with big man. He's not intimidated to play against USA. Whisper play against Aston Villa and beat them and score 4 goals against Aston Villa. Whisper play against Genk and score 3 goals against Genk. Whisper play against Crystal Palace and score 4 goals against Crystal Palace. Whisper play in England and I done the whole of the man them academy club there. Whisper go and train in Newcastle and done them and show up and make the first team man them look bad. Whisper go and Chelsea, the man them love him. Chelsea man them come down here so they love him. Brother, me not have a problem with the youth to start. I don't want to have a problem. Great. How much man they say? How much man was saying when I was talking? How many? Hold on now. How many people was saying that Whisper are ready for big man football? A Premier League at Jamaica if we go play. How much man they have said that? Answer the question there, including you. My friend was saying Whisper are ready for big man football in my little boy. If you go play Premier League for a year or whatever, Chelsea the man gone.
Craig.
Chelsea first team. One of the biggest club in the world.
Craig, listen to me now, man. Listen, here's my team. Here's my team. Here's my team. And this is where.
Let me hear.
So here's my
team. Argue.
Andre Blake in goal. Mariappa.
Yes.
And
yes.
Damian Lowe.
Yes.
Amari Bell and Dexter. Midfield. Yes. Russell. Daniel Johnson. 2 in the holding midfield. Yeah, Bobby Reed at the number 10. Right? Floated right around there. You have Bailey, you have Demarai Gray, and you have Mikel Antonio. Me I bring Whisper off the bench. After Bailey them run them, brother.
Yeah, bench Shamar.
Yes, Shamar have to sit on the bench, brother. So,
all right. I don't have a problem with what you say out of respect for the man them are dead. I don't have a problem with that.
So yeah? That's my team. I bring it up on the screen. Yeah.
Out of respect, I would not. The only thing I do is I'd not put Jonathan Russell on the left side and I put him in the middle. Yeah. Because he can add more defensive work than Daniel Johnson. Remember, Daniel Johnson is an attacking midfielder. I mean, not a defensive midfielder.
Yeah, switch him right? And put him over there.
Put him in the middle.
Yeah, me know.
Yeah, and just play what you do is you play what you call in Europe a 8, a 6, and a 10. So the 6, which would be the holding midfielder, would be Jonathan Russell, right? The 8 would be the Daniel Johnson, which is a box-to-box midfield role. And then you'd have the Bobby Reed, who would be the number 10 that work behind the man. I would put Leon on the right because that's where he's most deadly. And because he is the man, if after playing in position, so I'm not going to go up on the left and put them a right friend over on the left and them start and can rotate from this. Right? And then you play all of your ball them off of Mikel Antonio. Get the ball to Bobby. Bobby give the ball to Mikel. Mikel roll it through the space to Demarai or for Leon or play to Leon feet and Leon and Bob. What we want is isolated 1v1s. We want the winger them get the ball them versus a one wing back. And they see them ever choose to double up, and they say them in a problem. Because if them double up on Leon, all Leon need to do is cut it and switch it over to Demarai. And he's going to have 1v nothing. You get me? Because the whole pitch would have to switch. So that is where I see the benefit. And what we do is to have the wing backs providing more supportive roles, not overlapping roles, but supportive roles. In other words, if you need a release pass, them turn and play it to them and then whip it over the next side. Yeah? But in football, you want to have a best of breed situation. And what I mean by best of breed is this. Is Leon Bailey, Whisper, or Demarai Gray best at tracking back and covering the wing back them, and the wing back them try to cross the ball? Are the wing backs better at crossing the ball than Demarai Gray and Leon Bailey? No. Best of breed would require that Leon Bailey is the man taking on the man them and across the ball, and Demarai Gray are cutting and shoot. And the wing back them are hold the defensive position. Yeah? That is how you work. If you use a Phoenix player, Phoenix use 2 defenders. We don't use wing back again. Because our wing back them, all our wing back or all our wing players are being prepared to go and play professionally as wingers in Europe. So we have 2 wingers on each side of playing. And then press it high up the pitch. So the only thing you can do is cut the ball. If coach was able to evolve to that level, where he would have a whisper and a Bailey on the right side and say,
Butler.
Listen up, a Shamar and them, right? And then pressing high up there, and you kick out the ball, and you have a man like Damian Lowe, no ball can beat him in the ear. Hey, but that's a level of development that the national team don't reach it. They have to come check Phoenix. We show you.
Listen. May I tell you this, brother? You, because you are the agent for Whisper, and me don't have a problem with that. They are sell the player, but for the better for the team, no man, Butler, I can't have that, brother. Would not start him, I bring him off the bench, Bridging.
No, but I agree with you. I'm not fighting
Okay.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying when you evolve, say 6 months to a year from now.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you a question. 6 months to a year from now, when you have Whisper play at Chelsea and a start and a dominate, and Leon play at Aston Villa and a start and a dominate, and Demarai Gray and a start and a dominate, our next young youth to come out of Phoenix, right? And a play and a dominate, or wherever else. What are you going to do? You going to bench all of them same way and give them 20 minutes?
When that time come, we'll talk about that.
What I was telling you is that the evolution of the football should be that Jamaica plays with 3 in the back.
3 at the back.
The evolution that it should be that you play with 3 center up in the back. And you play high.
Yeah.
And you get an extra winger and an extra attacking player that you can push forward. And you press hard. Yeah, because you push your fitness level to where it should be. You understand?
Yeah.
And you press hard and you get the games.
All right. Yeah.
In other words, can you imagine if you had a 3-4-3? You know what a 3-4-3 is?
All of them.
You seen it before?
Yeah, brother, but you're gonna need time on the pitch, Craig. Me think you're in your vibes, but you're gonna need time on the pitch, brother. Time, togetherness, to play together. Just hopefully we can find that farm in the Gold Cup. Because we always got to build a team in the Gold Cup. That, my friend, will never happen. The only way that can happen, and this is something that I want you to think about, my friend, right? You ready? Think about this. The US, Germany, Belgium, Spain, all of their national team players have the same amount of FIFA window
organized freedom and time. They don't have more than us. Nobody has time to build a national team. When the national coach there at Jamaica, all he really can do, is walk around and look at players, because most of the players that he need, they are playing in the Premier League. And the only time get them is for a week or 2 before the game. Not even a week, 7 days is the international window normally. So, the only way you can have that time is if you create the systems at the youth level. And that's why I like the fact that they bring in the guy named John, my assistant, because that guy is in charge of the U20. And that guy is trying to put in systems together so that when the youth them transition and they go either overseas or they go into and they'll be called back to the national team, they will remember the system that he wants them to play and they'll fit in and it will be seamless. Right? What I want to do is to give them my model. Because if you use my model, nobody can stop you. Because it's utilizing speed, technique, creativity, and tenacity.
Yeah. Butler, I want you to hold your point. I have my guests come on and thing. So, good evening, Gunners. What's up?
What going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, me there, man. What you take from the conversation with me and Butler?
Me still up on the road. I mean, Butler will always market his players, and that is something good. But Butler also has a valid point also, based on the formation and the players that he's selecting. The reality of the situation, judging by the 2 games, if Craig is starting Leon and Bobby Reid in the midfield, based on the 2 games, we are left with Bowser, Corey Burke and Paris to play on that right side. and I don't think they had a better outing than Whisper. So he does have a point to throw Whisper in over there on the right side.
Okay.
That being said, my team would be a little bit different. I wouldn't start Whisper. I would have him as an impact player, because you see the thing about it is one of Whisper's best position is also Leon Bailey's best position.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot start Whisper over Leon Bailey. So this coach, I've seen him play a 4-4-2 before. I don't like the 4-4-2, but if he's playing a 4-4-2, the back four, we agree on the back four.
Mm-hmm.
Bell, Dexter, Low, Mariapa. Right? I like Latibody here in the midfield. So if it's two, I would go with Latibody and Daniel. And Demari out left. I would put Bobby outside right. That's right wing. And I would have Antonio up front, and I'd have Bailey directly behind Antonio.
You know,
So
say that'd be good. Bailey all up, Mikel all up on the speed of Bailey, because he played that similar role at Aston Villa.
I'm giving him his role at Aston Villa, exactly. So that's exactly what I would do if I'm playing a 4-4-2. If I'm using a different system, I'd use a 4-2-3-1. So with that now, I would keep the back four, but instead of DJ, I would have play Russell with Latibody in the midfield. And then the three behind Antonio would be Bobby Reed, Demari Gray, and Leon Bailey, and I'll let all three of them just play fluid behind Antonio, because I would have the cover of Russell and Latibody in the midfield. So that is how I would probably
that sounds good. That sounds like a good formation still.
So that is how I would set up the team.
Yeah, but you have some valid points still. You have some valid points for being full still. Yeah, I like.
Yo, Ryan, how much time I'm telling you, say me and Fabian for like two different smart in my youth. And always a mix up the two of you know. Fabian for like madman.
Go on.
I joke, man. Big up myself, Fabian, full, but
no,
always a mix me up my youth.
Brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like you want to jump in back. You agree with the call?
I think I agree with what he's saying. Especially for these games and this tournament with what he has.
Mm-hmm.
The important thing is I noticed Russell wasn't playing the balls back a lot. He was trying to get the balls forward to the attacking player. So yeah, that's not a problem. The problem that I would see though is that we would need to get those balls going forward. Not long balls, but play to the holding mids, and the holding mids get them to Leon. The key, the linchpin in that would have be a Leon and a Bobby, you know? And Bobby can struck them from them distance to say. Is that a situation where we'd have a challenge? What I'm saying is the options that we have on the pitch would put opposing teams in positions where if you double mark one, you leave one open, you know? So that is the question. How would they solve it? And the only way they'd solve it is by trying to press us high early so we don't get the balls to Leon and to Bobby and to Demarai. You understand? I have to go long ball, hoping to play off of Mikel Antonio. And that is where we would have a problem. And that is where I'm most afraid, because sometimes our defenders are scared to play through the midfield because they're afraid to lose the ball. Yeah? They have to be brave. I'm telling you, ballers, if you're not listening, make sure you're not listening. You have to be brave and give the ball to Chippy. Give the ball to Gray. Even if a man on him back, give it to him. Chippy will find a way to turn him and then we'll get pull a foul or something. But do not play the ball side back and play it and invite the man to pressure you. Play the ball to the holding, find them forward quickly. Not long, but connect the passes. Like when you play, you play connect the dots. When you draw, connect the dots and so a picture come out. Connect the dots, man. Connect the dots. Don't try go to from 1 to 8 directly. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get it to the holding mids and the holding mids play the ball for it. And press high. We're faster and stronger. Defensively as well as offensively. So we should utilize that. That's how I see it. That's all.
Yeah.
And yes, I agree that at this time, if they want to pull Whisper off of the bench, no problem.
Okay.
Because I'm sure when you come on, we're at the dimension.
Yeah. Great.
You know?
Wonderful.
Just don't pull off, just don't take off Leon P. Because I want not going to sweet me more than to say Chippy and Whisper at the pitch at the same time. I think I would have died and gone to him and come back.
Yeah. A dream come true, eh?
What you mean, man? You know, I had me working at a boiling Sunday with them two boys, eh? Day in, day out.
Guna, yes, what have you say about Butler and him happy him are for him to see him 2 players from the academy in the team?
Hey, Ryan, you have to remember, you know, enough beating Butler get about Whisper, you know.
Yeah.
Remember, see how far Butler come from the Whisper, you know, where people are saying, oh, he no good, him need to go play schoolboy football and him play 1 season and mash up schoolboy football. Them say he need to go play Premier League. And remember one time Whisper do an interview and Whisper say, yo, after schoolboy football, me gone, you know. Gone, you know, my father. And him get beaten feet and him really gone. So you have to understand where Butler come from. A whole heap of somebody doubt Butler. You know, see Butler have to make Whisper play schoolboy football to prove how Whisper good enough. So you have to and me know Butler's supposed to have smile right now from ear to ear every day. Whereas when him say Whisper in the Jamaican colours, he's supposed to have smile ear to ear after a whole heap of people tell him say, yo, him too young, him too this. I'm not of that view. Me just feel say if you're good enough to play, you should play. Whether you're 12, 15, 16, you're supposed to play. So me know Butler and Butler market his players very, 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 very well. You realize Butler take Leon off of the wing to put Leon in the number 10 role to put Whisper out there? I wonder if you realize that. The man take Bailey off of the wing.
No.
Bailey in Aston Villa role to bring in Whisper.
Yeah. But you know, say one of the things with Butler market strategy, you know, say Guna, you know, say one of my kind of easy for beating Butler with this thing or hyping up the player. You know, say couple Reggae Boyz, big Reggae Boyz player say to me, say, Ryan, let me tell you this. He's right with how he must sell the players because the man them say, yo, straight up, Ryan, if Butler was my agent and that the man the agent would play for Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Yeah, that's why I tell you, you can't beat him. He's doing job and he's very good at it. Hey, like him or hate him, he's very good at what he does.
The man says a marketing strategy Mr. Butler used. So the past Reggae Boyz. Man, him say, Ryan, I wish a Butler was my agent because I play for Barcelona and Liverpool and them team there. Because the way we market the player them. So from them thing there, I kind of understand and learn. So when I hear him, I tell you, say, oh, put Butler in the number 10, put Bailey in the number 10, put Whisper out on the left hand side. So see him still find a place to put him player them in that team. But as you know, so one interview, I think last time Butler come on the show and him say, Ryan, I make me kind of have a look on the thing a different way. A lot of people probably not like it. But when me get to understand what him say, Ryan, when me say Butler, I hope you know start turn against this coach, you know. And him say, Ryan, my job is, no matter the cost, is to always talk for my player. That's what I get paid for. So when me hear him understand and say, yeah, Ryan, me and the coach have, yeah, me and him have a good relationship, but that no means say to me have a good relationship, me can't talk, say my player for day in there. So I kind of get a little bit of understanding and especially speaking to a lot of the people them, some of the players them that play at the highest level. And me get to understand, say, yo, that's how Butler do for market the players them and thing, brother. You understand?
You have to understand now, Ryan. Ryan, you hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear, man.
But me explain something. Remember, you know, when I went to Europe and I never know nothing about market player, nothing like that. You know, they just have a dream, you know, and believe in the youth, you know. But what people don't know is I went and spent time with Dimitri the Conde, the head of Genk. You understand? I spent time with George Mendes, Cristiano Ronaldo manager, Pini Zahavi, Neymar manager. Carlines, Rummenigge, Bayern Munich. God, it's when we see them on there, brother. And that's what I like with Jamaicans and a whole. Every man love run them out with me. It's when me meet all of them and then them and they attack. Guess what I do? We just squat, shut my mouth and say, thank you for the advice, my boss. Tell me more, please. I want to learn more. I say as a result of that, I know how to market and build connections. I've also known to build my players. And let me tell you one thing you'll never find it. If I don't believe in a player, if I don't believe in him, I will never push him. And you can check any Phoenix man. They will tell you, say, see, coach, don't believe in him, brother, but they go through the gate. I look for you. But if I believe in him, me go to hell and back. But it's not just about marketing strategy. It's about knowing that the player is good enough and believing in that player and inspiring that player. A lot of these people don't stand up for them, mute them. A lot of them, all right, all you see me attack, right? Don't send a message to Chippy already and say, yo, I want to put in some work before you cut it. I put in some work before you cut. Come on, you're ready when you go. Yeah? The important thing is you must push your players as hard as you can, but at the same time, believe in them and fight for them with your soul, brother. You're not dead for any one of my players, you know. In a heartbeat, I'm not afraid. I'm not face a gunshot, I'm not a problem. I go, but believe in them. And more importantly, believe in the destiny of Jamaica. You don't understand how you can have the fastest human beings on the planet in a sport that is now utilizing speed more than anything else. And we know up there? How? It's because you don't have a system, you don't have a developmental model so that the man them can understand one another. So when them come back and play together, they understand what their roles are. You can take Lane and put Lane attacking midfielder, put Whisper at 10, put him back out up on the right, switch them round, and nothing will change. They'll know exactly what they're supposed to do. All the coach have to tell them, and then we execute it for him. Because they've been trained and developed to be coachable players. If you look at everybody else on that pitch, you see that pitch where you have there, sir? Apart from Damian Lowe, right? Everybody else is developed overseas, in overseas academies. Mikel Antonio, Demarai Gray, Bobby Reed, Jonathan Russell, Daniel Johnson, Mari Bell, Adrian Mariappa, Dexter Lambisca. The only person on that team outside of Leon Bailey, right? And if Whisper was there, Whisper, that is developed in Jamaica is Damian Lowe. You realize that?
Mm-hmm. And Andre Blake too.
So, and Andre Blake, but Andre Blake is a goalkeeper.
Mm.
Yeah? If you look at it, they talk about systems, right? If you look at it, those are all malleable, coachable players that have come up in academies and understand what it means to be developed properly, to use both feet, to play both sides of the pitch, to dribble with both feet, to pass, to think both sides of the pitch. Why is there not right now a Tyreek McGee in that squad there? There's one reason. He never developed properly if you use him right side. You see, any other youth that get that development from early, you would be there. Because when you look at it right now, if you had a McGee that could have split the passes, it would be great, but the only problem is McGee can only split the passes one side. Because only left foot going to use my cut off on the right side. If I look at the right, left side, cut off it and play the pass to the left foot. So what you need in this nation is a proper developmental system from the JFF, bringing in the best young players every weekend, 2 times a week. Under 15, under 17, under 19, right? Best young players from all over the country. From all over the club. Don't take more than 2 from any one club on a weekend. Bring them in. Show them how you want them to play. Show them the systems that you want them to play. Send them back to them clubs and make them impart that to them clubs. And when the players come back as a pool, you'll get, it's like you say, okay, I'm going to